What is good, credit people? Welcome to the channel. It's Bobbalam, and in today's video, we talking about the dumbest rapper alive. Like, I thought, a lot of these rappers like Pooh Shiesty and whatever were dumb for pulling out the blicky just because security came over to help you pick up the cash while you were performing that you dropped because you bumped into some fan or something like that. The security is there literally to help you pick up the money, but I guess Pooh Shiesty's like, nah, I do everything with no security. Gotta keep that hard persona. Pause. Gotta be rock hard underneath them jeans always. But anyway, no, we're talking about an even dumber rapper, and I guess broker rapper. He ain't have $40,000 to fall out of his Louis Vuitton bag like Pooh Shiesty, who, by the way, might be going in for life. I think that's what he's being charged for a max sentence. Now, he might have good lawyers, so he might get out. However, Glock 9, you might have heard some news, I think in June of 2021, so about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer, where he actually got arrested and was incarcerated, still under trial and investigation and whatnot, for RICO charges with like 30 or 40 other dudes. And RICO charges, if you don't know what it is basically like Racketeering and Corrupt Organizations Act, and that they know you're doing a whole bunch of fucked up shit with a whole bunch of other people, corrupt organization, quote unquote. So they're like, you know what? We're just gonna put y'all in jail. We know you doing all this shit. We don't even need any proof. But anyway, there's some more news that came out about this rapper Glock 9. Again, the I'm gonna say self-imposed nickname of dumbest rapper alive, because he's basically doing it to himself. In that, allegedly, Orlando rapper Glock 9 pleaded guilty to identity theft for $10,000 in PPP loan fraud. Now, if you don't know what this is what poor people be doing all the time in Florida. I have friends who have been doing this shit. Sorry, not friends, people, that I know. Acquaintances is what I'm gonna say. I ain't doing this shit. I don't need that. Although I did get a PPP loan legally because I got my own business, bitch. But anyway, what these people do is they'll go up to like homeless people, or I guess what Glock 9 did. He'll find somebody who hasn't taken a PPP loan out. It could be a homeless, it could be a dead person, it could just be a random ass person that doesn't even realize that they are eligible for a PPP loan. And they'll file the paperwork underneath their social security using a fake ID or bank account or whatever. And the federal government will give them a $10,000 to $20,000 forgivable loan. So it's basically just free money. Depending on how much money you would have gotten before quarantine, it was supposed to be like a little stimulus package for you. It was like 2 to 3 months. I don't remember what it was, but it was like on a monthly salary base. So if you make like a lot of money normally and you couldn't make it because of quarantine, they give you a stack. But what confuses me is Glock 9, if he's this like rich, successful rapper, I think he got like millions of streams on his Spotify, all DSPs, YouTube, everything. Like, he was low-key popping back in the day. Or maybe I'm just from Florida, so I know who this dude is. Maybe the whole country does not know who the fuck this guy is. But if he's going through all of this business just to get $10,000, you must be broke, boy. Them streams must not be coming in like they used to. Maybe the label got him under a contract where he can't drop enough music and make all the money back from the advance and whatnot. But not only that, the fact that they caught this dude because he was apparently flaunting to one of his friends in his Instagram. So they wiretapped this boy. Feds caught Glock showing his loan application to friends through a wiretap on Instagram messages. First of all, you should never be sharing this tax documentation with anybody, because somebody can steal your social security number. And if it got someone else's social security number, they can steal that. So not only is he stealing the identity of that person, but then the next person can. And I understand they gang and you pass it after you already hit it, but goddamn, these dudes stupid as fuck. Now, as I mentioned before though, he was already getting tried for a bunch of charges. RICO charge, possession of a firearm as an already pre-existing criminal, because when you're a convict, you're not allowed to hold any guns, and like a second-degree murder from a 16-year-old from way back in the day, like a year ago, I believe. I'm not too researched on this topic because I don't really give a fuck about this Glock 9 rapper. However, I just want to make sure none of y'all that are subscribed or just watching this channel do not be doing any of this tax fraud shit. The feds will catch you. Money is so traceable nowadays. Even Bitcoin, you think you got no trace? I think there was some company in Russia that was hired to hack like the oil pipeline on the East Coast, and that's why gas was such a high price for like a couple weeks. They even caught them motherfuckers. And now people think Bitcoin is low-key like a government experiment by the FBI. Now, I don't think that's true, but still, like, never do anything that's traceable by money. If you're doing illegal shit, use cash. Easy as pie. And lastly, in addition to when you are doing illegal shit, Don't be flaunting it to your friends. And if you want to brag about it because you've been bragging, hashtag Ken Carson, do it in person. Show off them tax documents in person, like print it out, go to UPS. No, sorry, psych. Do not go to UPS. Print it out at home. Don't even keep it on your phone because the government is watching you. Don't you know Edward Snowden? He said the government was literally tapped into every single person's phone. And whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, because someone was protected, their identity was stolen. But then on the other hand, like, we want privacy. Just know nobody's safe out here from the government. Get your money legally. And if you're gonna do it illegally, cash. Now, although I do think Glock 9 is pretty stupid, it might be a little bit of a smart move when you factor in the possibility that he could just be pleading guilty for this charge so that his RICO charges and the second degree attempted murder and all of the probably more hefty charges with higher maximum sentences, they'll let him off a little bit easier since he was like, I'll make your life a little bit easier by just pleading guilty to this smaller charge. Is a pretty common thing to do when you're getting investigated on multiple charges. So small W for Glock 9 on that end, but the rest of it, big ass fat L on your forehead with the shape of an L on your forehead. And so with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off, roasting one of the dumbest rappers alive. I would not be surprised if he tried to hire somebody else that looked just like him, Glock 9, to show up to court for him with this tax identity fraud. They gonna have to go to jail for him. Shit, maybe that's a good deal. But let me know in the comments what you thought about all this. Do y'all know anybody who did this PPP loan fraud? Because a lot of people in Florida be doing that. South Florida is like the capital of scamming from what I've seen. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, kind people. Know what I'm saying?